we're running a bead down every one of our wall studs now, okay? We're gluing our walls as well as our ceiling. We glue everything when we hang. Now, a lot of guys will just glue their ceiling and will fail to glue the walls, but I'm telling you, you're going to get nail pops in your walls if you do not glue it. So glue. Use it. Use it up.
Yeah, nice bead on there even too.
Alright. Alright, so up around we go. Hopefully that's going to fit around there. Look at that. Almost like he knew what he was doing. Alright, now see, it's going to go tight to the ceiling.
When it comes to me, this right there.
That's good. Tacker right there. Alright, so he's halfway on his wall stud, which is why we laid it out at 15 1/4 back in the framing videos. Now Tom's going to go through before we start screwing and tack it with the nails before he turns that loud, annoying screw gun on. Alright.
Okay.
And that's tacked up there now.
Next piece we got going on there, I'm just measuring over, is 92 3/4. 92 3/4. I'm going to cut it just short of 92 3/4.
So we're going to cut this off at 92 3/4, a little bit short so we don't have to fight it. We like that the first time fit. Mark your sheet and cut it off with your T-square. It cuts a perfect straight line.
Wow, alright, I'll flip
it over. Flip it over.
16,
32. Alright, so he's got his 16 center marks as well, so he knows where to screw. Now when you're gluing, what you can do is you can put a screw at the bottom and the top of your sheet. One at the bottom and one at the top, and then just 2 in the middle is enough. So really you should only need like 4 screws going down. Alright, so this is going to start becoming repetitious here real soon because we're going to be saying the same thing over and over, but basically we're going to do the exact same thing to the rest of the sheets going around the perimeter. The same way that we just put those first 2 pieces up on the wall here. Once we get the top pieces on, we'll come back and we'll show you how we're going to put the bottom row of drywall on.
Okay, my way. Oh, that's me. Got it.
Alright, you can see how we're coming across the top, 4 foot down from the ceiling the whole way around. And we don't have any boxes to cut out. No outlets, no switches on these pieces here, so we got clean sail on the whole way around the top level.
I mean, the rest is kind of repetition.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead now. We're going to hang the bottom pieces on this wall to show you how to do that. Now remember, we got a butt joint right here.
Yep.
Alright, where 2 pieces came together. Now just like with the ceiling, you don't want your butt joints to be any closer than 32 inches away from one another. So we're going to stagger this.
I'll tell you what, being as how it's right under a soffit here, I think I'm just going to put a 10 and an 8 and finish these out.
Alright, so it's going to be 16 inches away from the other one?
Yeah, you know what I mean, because I mean, you know how I do them. I feather them out big and then we'll pick this one up.
Alright, so
on the wall, it's more so on the ceiling.
On the walls, it's okay to go 16 with the butt joints if you have to. So it's going to make the board work out better. So we're going to stagger it instead of 32 inches. We're going to go from here, from this stud over to this stud, and make our next butt joint below.
Push me in that corner, Kyle, right there. There you go. I'm going to go 109, cut the line off a 10-footer.
109, cut the line. Okay, and that's going to put us halfway on this stud here, all right? Because he's going to start in that corner down there so that we can stagger our butt joint from here over to here. All right, so that this butt joint's not going all the way down to the floor. We've jumped over to the next stud in the wall so that we staggered our butt joint seams.
All
right. And we're going to show you when we're finishing why it's good to do that, because butt joints that go for straight runs past 4 foot are really tough to hide. All right. So it's going to make the finishers happier people. Cutting it off at 108 7/8, which puts us 1 seam past on that butt joint over there, like we want. All right. So he's going to snap that off. Now you want to make your cut off the bottom of the board so that your tapered edge is up the width of the board, so that we have a tapered edge to a tapered edge, taper to taper. So the cut edge will be down at the floor.
Yep. And then it was 44, 45, we're going to make it 44 3/4.
All right, I'm making it a 1/4 inch shorter than what it is so that it's not sitting on the floor.
3/4. Yep.
I'm using our T-square to make a nice straight cut at 44 3/4.
Okay.
And then I'm going to lay out our studs.
Factory here, I know they're every 16 for our lines. 16, 32, 40, 64.
Draw all your studs on the board with your pencil so you know where to screw.
Okay. Just making my insulation out of the way.
All right, now you can see we're going to have 1, 2, 3 outlet boxes.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to have to get measurements off the wall, left and right, and down off of our top tapered edge down, north and south. So you need north and south, east and west measurements on all your boxes.
Or I can show you an easier way of doing it. I can show you how to use your T-square for your box measurement. By setting this on the ground, your T-square is as wide as your box. Alright, and what I do is I come up here and I mark this. I mark this here to where my box cutout goes below. Kyle's going to measure from here down to the top and bottom of the box. Right, the top measurement here and the bottom measurement there. This is one way of doing it. We'll show you several ways. I'm on the ground, flat on the ground, marking my T-square. I'm on the ground. You know, this is as though my sheet's up here. All I'm going to do is lay my T-square here.
Right over your box.
And find these boxes. I have a circle where I know they are. I'm measuring down from my cutout. I got a 20, 25 7/8, 29 and a half. 25, 7/8, 29 and a half.
All right, that's the top and bottom of the box.
Let's say 25 and 5/8.
5/8? Yep.
Yeah, 5/8.
Alright.
And go 29 and 3/8.
29 and 3/8. Okay, so that's the top and bottom of that box.
And you got that one right there?
And the
Alright,
other.
we're ready to glue. We're going to hang this sheet high. We'll pin it low. I'm going to show you how to redraw the box, and then I'm still going to let my rotor dip find that box exactly. This is the most foolproof method I know. I use this method for paneling, whatnot. You know, it's another. I'm just showing you another application of that T-square, and this works very well for what we just did. Ty, you're going to want to get that board lifter now.
So we're snapping off our sheet there at 44 3/4, and that cut edge where he's breaking the board there, that'll go down on the floor. I want your cut edge down, your tapered edge up whenever you're ripping your board to the floor. Keep your cut edge down, your tapered edge up. The reason your tapered edge is up is because you're butting up against another tapered edge along that full sheet over there. So taper to taper.